Happy Monday. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I miss you guys. Happy Monday. It's a beautiful day out here. I'm so glad to be with you. I just wanted to let you know, guess what, y'all? Some new subscribers came. Yup, new subscribers. I want to welcome you to the family. And you can notice right here, family means to your new subscribers, father and mother, I love you. And that's regarding to our missing fathers. Our fathers that are out there trying to heal, trying to put their lives back together so they can resume their natural position as a father. Here again, we're not here trying to browbeat the fathers, try to put them down. They're going through enough in their lives. What we're about deliverance, we're about healing, we're about encouragement, and most importantly, we are about empowerment. So welcome to this channel. I refer to you as the Healing Army. For those who've been here since day one, thank you for your support. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening and learning. Thank you for adding your comments. You're more than welcome to add your comments, come up with ideas, give me feedback, because the ultimate goal is trying to have a virtual group for free to try to get with these fathers in the privacy and the secrecy of their lives while they can get some of this good stuff and heal. Because if they can heal and get back in their children's lives, and maybe that can make a difference on the larger society. A lot is going on in 2021. A lot is going on around the world. And so I figure getting the missing fathers involvement, that is the key. So welcome. Please, if you find this information really helpful, just click on that subscribe button. LinkedIn. I love you so much. Once again, you continue to support, and my colleagues and people are reaching out. I mean, it's like sometimes overwhelming. But I'm just asking you, if you look at this today, you're looking at another video, please hit the subscribe button. It's right there. One is in the lower left, right and bottom corner when you hit on the video. Because when I send you an invitation and then you look at the video and you graciously say thank you. But while you saying thank you, what will really help this movement is to hit that little red button. It's bright red. You can't miss it. Subscribe. And what I can share with you is that there's some videos that you might have missed that could be really be helpful for you, or helpful for someone who you know, like a missing father, or it could be a brother or uncle or a long lost friend that maybe you see that maybe you can go ahead and share this information with, and they can benefit them. So thank you for the new subscribers. I love you guys. Now, I want to get into the topic of today, and I'm excited about this one. And I don't think a lot of people cover this, but I want to talk about when it comes to adoption and how the missing fathers, they have a mute, like finito, nothing to say about the process when it comes down to adoptions. Let me give you a scenario. I was talking to one of the Healing Army soldiers, and she was adopted. She's been adopted, and it's been years. It's been years, and she's throughout her 30s and 40s, and since birth, she was adopted since birth, and she finally just met the biological parent maybe in her late 40s. So she came to me with this story, and also I noticed I worked in, I'm a social worker by trade, so I worked in treatment foster care. And in treatment foster care, sometimes the permanency plan from the courts will say that the child will go through foster care, and then from foster care, they will go and get adoption. And so they may be on an adoption track. And what happens sometimes when they get adopted, the father's nowhere to be found. And he has no way or recollection to know that where the child is, because once the adoption process is done, it's pretty much done. So, speaking to the healing soldier, she shared her story with me, and she was basically saying that, she haven't really met her father. And it was a situation where her father and mother, they were young teenagers. And so, of course, they had sex, mutual sex with one another, and the mother did not disclose that she was pregnant, and she had the baby and went and sent the baby, which is the Healer Army soldier, for adoption. So he had no clue that he impregnated her. He had no clue that his daughter has been sent off for adoption. Now, this is not the first time I've heard this story. I've seen the story in my practice, in mental health practice, me being a therapist. I've seen that story many of times, but I don't think it's really talked about because the emphasis is usually placed on the mother, and rightfully so. Not saying that, rightfully so, but I'm just speaking about the fathers that he had, in this particular case, had no idea that the woman was pregnant. He had no idea about the adoption process because he was a kid. And even if he did know, because there's other situations where he does know that he got pregnant, and the mother, sometimes being young, being taken care of by her caretaker, may be forced to do so. Because of shame of the family, or you trying to hide. Sometimes in spiritual religious families, where you may have the pastor or pastor's wife, and I'm gonna speak on it, and their daughter may get pregnant, and they don't want to be shameful and stuff. So that's been, and then they force them for the child to be adoption, only as if she's the only parent in the situation. Remember, from the child perspective, family, father and mother, I love you. So if you gave all the power to the mother and the father had nothing to do with it, and he's missing out of the life, that causes issues, because again, the child wants to know where he or she comes from. Where's the origin? I had videos about medical issues and things where a person wants to know where they come from. So again, the mute voice of the missing father. And on this one, I am advocating for him because he never had the opportunity or the fair chance to even voice his opinion, whether he wanted to keep the child, whether he wanted to, be involved with the child. And I'm thinking about it, that also comes to abortion. Sometimes a mother get pregnant, teenagers, you stick with the same scenario, she gets pregnant and, she tells him, but, she gets abortion regardless of what he says in his input. I'm definitely a fair game about a woman should make a decision whether she should do with her body, because it's her body. But at the same time, sometimes even if the father is giving feedback, it's like, so what? I don't care what you say. And that is part of his child as well. So when we have the missing father mute voice, that sends volcanoes, that sends hurricanes, that sends shock waves, that sends earthquakes, to the point of a mad destruction in the children's lives when they never had the opportunity to know his or her father, when the father never had the opportunity to share, and we call in social work self-determination, meaning to actually put voice to the process of whether the child should be adopted, whether the child should be aborted, or whether the child should be in his life. So there are some circumstances, and like this, as the Healing Soldier brought up to me, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate others that are bringing up issues in this movement about how then sometimes, again, the missing father had no voice. He was muted. He had no choice to even try to save her life or save the child's life. And so I just want to bring that to the forefront, because a lot of this is not being discussed. So we need to really I'm just trying to bring awareness this time. And again, I'm not excusing the missing father's behavior, but again, I just want to, bring awareness so people will understand. So I had to feel as though I had to share that with you guys about missing fathers and mute voice at this missing fathers period. So I just wanted to say, pay attention, males, to this. Males, boys do what they want to do, but men do what they have to do. Okay, so I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Please share this information on your other social media platforms and get with me. Let's build this movement. I'm with you. Love you guys. I'll see you next week. God bless you. Peace. Love you.